Hello, my beautiful people. It's your girl Prettychoice, and you're welcome to my channel. How are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. If you're my old and returning subscriber, thank you for watching me. Thank you for supporting me. If today is your first time you come across my video, you're highly welcome. Please kindly click the red button down below and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. Whenever I post a new video, you will be notified. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a viral video of a black man that a white woman called the police on him just because he looked at her. So I came across this video and I decided to share with you guys. So guys, on this video, I'm really pissed. Like, I'm angry. How can she call the police on a black man just because he looked at her? Like, what? As in, where is this word going? Like, what is it turning into? She should be happy that a black man looked at her. Every day, every time, white people, they look at you a lot. We don't do anything. They look at black people a lot. We don't do anything. But I don't know why some white people are using their police as a weapon. So guys, I'm gonna end this here. Let me know what you think about this video by dropping down your comment below. So guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and share with your loved ones. Without further review, I will see you all in my next one. Bye.
Black man after a white woman said he looked at her suspiciously.
7 Action News reporter Brian Abel is live outside the In Season Cafe where this all happened. Brian, fill us in.
Carolyn, an employee inside tells me they've been getting calls on this all day. Why? Because it happened right here as a man was supposedly walking inside across the street to grab a bite to eat. That man in the video going as far to say that Royal Oak should have a warning sign, don't stare too long.
It's a silver vehicle. It's across the street from me. He's an African-American male. And I don't know what his deal is, but it's really not, it's making me not feel very comfortable at all.
It's the 911 call that led to an improper police response, according to Royal Oak's chief of police.
There's a guy staring at me. I'm threatened. I'm scared. And
Black in America, Royal Oak, Michigan. You look suspicious.
White lady, I guess what makes it so worse, I'm pretty sure if she would have did the same thing as right now, he would have let her go 10 minutes ago.
They pulled up on 20-year-old.
She doesn't even know me, but she's still out here standing with me.
This is the restaurant owner. She is not leaving his side.
So if someone calls about someone, we're not supposed to respond?
You are, but not the way you are, because even while you're investigating the crime, and as you pull up and you see, I'm not a threat to her. I'm not even close to her.
How do we know until we find out and talk to her?
Well, this is the thing. When he was pulling up, wait, let me finish. While he was pulling up, I'm walking in. I'm right here, so I'm not even close to her. So once you even see that, ma'am, I don't think he's even paying any attention.
I'm gonna go over here and get this lady on camera.
Once he asks her, I told him to park my car. I'm getting out. I'm going to go eat. And my food goes. Oh, you're
They pulled up on the brother in Royal Oak, Michigan, because the Caucasian lady done called the police on him after he just walking down the street to meet his girlfriend at a restaurant. This is the restaurant.
Black man after a white woman said he looked at her suspiciously.
Excuse me for laughing. I'm not laughing at this young man. I'm not laughing exactly at the situation, but the first thing that came to mind was two things. Emmett Tillman. Second thing was, so I can call the police on people that stare at me? Because white people stare at me all the time. All the time. So all I gotta do is call the police when I feel uncomfortable. I didn't know you could do that today. So I can do that now. So when I walk in a restaurant or drive in my car, I can, and then I can call the police. Good to know. Good to know. So I can call the police on them. So when I get followed by somebody that don't even work for the establishment, or get questioned, I can call and say they're looking at me suspicious. Sorry. I'm bad.
Black man after a white woman said he looked at her suspiciously.
Here's the thing. We are being forced to become zombies. You know, like, I'm walking on the road, I'm not looking at people in the face. I don't want trouble. Like Nigerians will say, I don't like wahala. I don't want trouble. I just don't look people in the face. Even when I'm talking to people, sometimes I just mind my business and keep walking. Because I've had my own share. I'm not trying to make this up. You know, like, how do you know someone is staring at you if you're not staring at the person? I would break down everything the police got wrong, but we already know how messed up those people can be. Because what was a dispatch call? And then you pull up with 3 cars. And then you're questioning the guy. And you're not educating the white lady. I don't understand. Well, guess I just mind my business. Just keep staring at nobody. Just look at images like blurred and glaze through people's faces and walk by. Because that's what I already do. Maybe I'll just keep doing it. Because I know one wahala. I don't like trouble.
Black man after a white woman said he looked at her suspiciously.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Two years. We are a few weeks away from 2023. Making that just 2 years away from being 60 years since Emmett Till lost his life for the same fucking thing. And I'm glad this time that didn't happen. And how many other times between Emmett Till and this guy did it? In almost 23, a white woman can still call the police and say that she felt uncomfortable about a way a black man looked at her, and it can send an entire squadron of blue lives to come deal with a black man looking at a woman, or at least how she perceived it. Now, I want to give a lot of appreciation to the restaurant owner who went out there and would not leave that fucking man's side and was questioning the police as to how the fuck they're going to come out for something like that. And the cop, you go watch this. The cop actually says, well, I mean, like, you're just telling me that if someone calls and says that, like, we're not supposed to... So I think we should all start calling the police, the sheriff, any of them. Let's all start calling them on a regular basis and start flooding them with wanting them to send units out because we didn't like the way someone looked at us. And see how often they actually come out and deal with someone not looking at someone the right way. Because I guarantee you, they're going to tell me that I'm probably breaking the law by making a fake, especially if I called 911. If I made a fake call, that's what they'd call it. A fake call or a wasteful call. You want us to, like, have a cop out there that could be stopping someone from being killed while they come out to talk to someone who looked at you funny? Actually, I think having a cop come out to talk to me about someone looking at me funny is about the easiest way to make sure someone doesn't get murdered that day.
Black man after a white woman said he looked at her suspiciously.
So go back and watch that entire video. She called the cops on him because he looked at her and kept it pushing to meet his girlfriend. This is why we say all white women until it's proven otherwise. Because if you ask her, I guarantee she'll say, I'm not a racist. But the sheer fact that he walked past her and made eye contact made her call the police. He didn't talk to her. He didn't approach her. He looked at her way and kept it pushing. Black men have been unalived for this type of behavior. That's why we say all. So don't come to me to my value spreading hate, because I'm not. Go check to the white women in your family. Go talk to them. Go talk to the women who believe like this in your family. Go talk to the women who do this. Because apparently there's a problem.
Black man after a white woman said he looked at her suspiciously.
Go watch the rest of that video. So a person of color, a gentleman sitting in his car, and he's waiting for his girlfriend. A white woman walks into a restaurant. He looks in her direction. She says she feels uncomfortable and threatened, so she calls 911. Now, did you see how many police officers that was sent out? Do you hear the officer when he says, well, we're not supposed to respond to a call for what? There was no crime. He didn't get out of the car. He didn't threaten her. He didn't even talk to her. No crime. So my question is, why 911? Why did you dispatch the police officers when there's no crime? If the roles were reversed and it was a woman of color who called because a white man was in the car and she said he looked at her and he felt uncomfortable, do you think that they would have dispatched the police officers? I don't think so. See, white women need to stop using the police as a weapon, but 911 needs to stop dispatching police officers when there's actually no crime. She even said, he looked at me, I felt uncomfortable, I felt threatened.
Black man after a white woman said he looked at her suspiciously.
Hey, Cousin Carl here. It's just like I said, click the link. Watch the entire video for full context. Even though this video is a couple of years old, this is what can happen if you're a man. You could just be minding your business and a woman say, I feel threatened. A man is looking at me. The problem is calling 911 for such a frivolous event and weaponizing the police just because a man is a man. And kudos and props to this brother for standing up. You see, men, you have rights too. And where her rights end, yours begin. You see, this is basic tort law. No words were exchanged and there was no physical contact. So essentially, there's no need for an investigation. Under the law, suspicion is not a crime. That's why you date her. Don't get married.
Black man after a white woman said he looked at her suspiciously.
So go back and watch that whole video for context, but I relate to this video because as a dasher, I drive to, whatever neighborhoods that order their food and whatnot. And on occasion, I'll get these weird looks or stares. They're like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? You know anyone that lives there? And I'll see it. I see it. And then when they realize I'm dropping off food, they go, oh, okay, he's cool. And they go away. A couple times I've gone into the restaurants to retrieve the order. Damn, yeah, here we go. Hi. So anyway, a couple times when I would go to retrieve the orders from restaurants, someone would be like, what do you, so I actually had a person go, what are you doing? Like, what, you can't just go out and take the food. That's not your order. It's random ass white woman talking about, you can't take the order. That's not your food. I'm like, ma'am, I'm working. You don't work here. Why? You don't dress like you work here. I didn't want to tell her that I was a dasher because I didn't feel like I need to justify why I'm here. But I grabbed the food and I left. And she's going, this man's stealing orders. This guy is stealing orders. And the guy who works in the little booth where the orders are is trying to tell this woman, no, he's a dasher. He's taking an order. He's fine. No, he's a dasher. He's not a dasher. She's like, what's a dasher? No, he's not delivering food. He's stealing orders. Somebody stop that man. And she caused a whole ass scene. And I'm driving out of the parking lot because I can hear her still. I'm driving out of the parking lot, and as the night goes on, I drive past the restaurant a couple times, getting other orders, and then I go back there to get an order, and the parking lot's full of cops. Yeah, long story short, she went from telling them that I was stealing orders to that I had assaulted her. And I knocked her over while I was trying to steal one of the orders. And I'm just like, shit. So that was a whole fucking thing. I still can't believe it actually happened to me though. It was not everybody, because everybody's like, he's a dasher. Y'all don't need to be here. Leave that man alone. And eventually, after I had to call, at the point where I had to call the customer, because I was up there for like another half an hour. The customer's like, "Where's my order?" I had to call the customer and say, "Hey, apparently I'm stealing orders, so I have to deal with the cops and this crazy ass white woman. I'll bring your order as soon as I can." The guy starts laughing, and I hang up the phone. And yeah, that's how my night went.
Black man after a white woman said he looked at her suspiciously.
Really? Really, people? You're that childish? See, when I look at a person, I don't see color. I just sees a person. I just sees, no doubt there is a color and all that, but I don't pay attention to that. I just sees the person itself. Color not mean nothing to me. If you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. Color not gonna make no difference in it. Right? And, yeah, that's the way I was always. I don't know if I grew up that way or not, because technically where I grew up to, there's not much color around here anyway. It was mostly us white people, I guess you call us. But over the years, there's after being more come around and that, and color people and that, and Asian and all that other stuff. But I don't look at that. I just see a person. I don't see. I put the axe down. See, to get the. See, can I swirl the wood up around the handle again? But anyway, yeah, I don't see that. I just see the person, right? So I don't get this shit, right? To me, this is childishness. Grow the fuck up, people.
A guy staring at me. I'm threatened. I'm scared.
You know what? I don't understand as black men, how can y'all really still date black women after the history of how these white women have gotten y'all killed? Emmett Till, Rosewood, you watch the movie Rosewood, how a white woman literally lied on a whole community of black people and got literally the whole community wiped out and killed. This is nothing new. This has been happening for years. A white woman cry, or even a white woman just saying anything can get a community of black people killed, or thousands or hundreds of black people killed. They came in the video, I think it's 2 police cars and 1 motorcycle, so they basically were 3 deep for 1 man with no weapons, no nothing, just going to get something to eat, waiting on his girlfriend. And you mean to tell me that's the way y'all respond to that? And because he was staring supposedly at this woman, that's how y'all react? Now, if this was a black woman or anything else, it never would happen like that. He could have died that day, or he could have went to jail. That could have happened to that man. I don't understand how y'all black men, y'all still date these white women, and knowing the history of how they have gotten you guys killed, literally. It's been documented. It's in the history books. They have literally gotten y'all killed. And y'all still date them, put them over black women, praise them, have babies by them. And they end up calling your mother, your children, and your family members monkeys and baboons and black feet, black gums, MFers. And y'all still date them. And y'all hold up for them. Like that black guy who got killed by his girlfriend. And he uplifted her and white people so much, now he gone. He dead. This is get to the point where, I know what, I'm gonna mind my business, because y'all now, it's been there, y'all not, y'all don't care. Oh, color doesn't matter. It matters. And I don't care. You can be, my auntie is black, or I got a black father, or I got a mixed children, I got a mixed uncle, or whatever. That don't mean they still racist. And like, make them mad enough, they will show you who they really are. And that's a lawsuit. So continue to keep on dating these white women, continue to do whatever you want, and that's your future. That man could have been dead that day over a woman being scared because someone's staring at her, which is not a crime. But for a black man, that is a crime. Y'all looking at y'all fate every day through the years. Get it together.